For most of history, human has meant a biologically fixed species, Homo sapiens, limited by fragile bodies, slow evolution, and the randomness of nature. In the far future, that definition might disappear. Humans may no longer exist as a purely biological species, not because of extinction, but because we deliberately outgrow our natural form. Through advanced genetic engineering, cybernetic integration, and synthetic biology, future generations could be designed rather than born, optimized for intelligence, longevity, resistance to disease, and even environments beyond Earth. This transition would likely happen gradually. At first, genetic modifications would be used to eliminate inherited illnesses or enhance immune systems. Over time, enhancements would become more ambitious. Engineered organs that never fail, altered brains, capable of vastly expanded memory and perception, and bodies adapted for low gravity, extreme temperatures, or radiation exposure. Traditional reproduction could give way to artificial wombs in gene editing labs, where traits are selected with precision rather than chance. Socially and philosophically, this shift would redefine identity itself. Concepts like race, aging, and even death could lose their meaning as biology becomes customizable. Future beings might look back at unmodified humans the way we view early hominids. The most unsettling part is that this future may not feel like a dramatic ending, but a quiet evolution. Earth's surface is constantly changing due to the movement of tectonic plates. These massive slabs of crust move slowly but relentlessly, reshaping continents and oceans over hundreds of millions of years. In the distant future, scientists predict that the continents will once again collide and merge into a single supercontinent. This process has happened several times before in Earth's history, with Pangaea being the most famous example. As tectonic plates continue to drift, the Atlantic Ocean is expected to close, while other ocean basins widen or disappear. Eventually, landmasses such as Africa, Eurasia, the Americas, and Australia will collide and fuse together. The result will be a vast supercontinent surrounded by a single global ocean. The formation of a supercontinent will dramatically alter Earth's climate. Ocean currents that currently distribute heat around the planet will be disrupted, wind patterns will shift, and rainfall will become highly uneven. Large desert regions are expected to form deep within the continent, while intense mountain ranges will rise where plates collide. Volcanic activity will increase alongside collision zones, releasing large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. These physical changes will make much of the planet difficult for complex life to survive. High temperatures, limited fresh water, and unstable ecosystems will place stress on plants and animals. Multicellular life depends on a narrow range of environmental conditions. Plants and animals require moderate temperatures, liquid water, and a stable atmosphere. Over very long periods of time, these conditions will not last forever. As the sun ages, it slowly becomes brighter and hotter. This gradual increase in energy output will have profound effects on Earth's climate. As solar radiation increases, Earth's surface temperature will rise. Higher temperatures will speed up chemical weathering of rocks, a process that removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. As carbon dioxide levels fall, plants will struggle to survive. Eventually, they will no longer be able to perform photosynthesis at all. Without plants, food chains will collapse. Oceans will also be affected as warmer waters lose oxygen and marine ecosystems break down. Eventually, Earth will become too hot and too chemically unstable for any multicellular life. However, this does not mean all life will end. Single-celled organisms are far more resilient. Some can survive extreme heat, radiation, and chemical conditions that would kill complex organisms instantly. These microbes will likely continue to exist long after plants and animals are gone. Artificial intelligence has developed rapidly in a very short time. Machines now perform tasks that once required human intelligence, including pattern recognition, language processing, and complex decision-making. As computing power increases and algorithms improve, artificial intelligence systems may eventually exceed human intelligence in nearly every domain. Unlike humans, artificial intelligence is not limited by biological needs. With proper energy sources and maintenance, they could operate in environments that would be deadly to humans. This raises the possibility that artificial systems could continue to exist long after humans disappear. Some researchers believe that artificial intelligence could reach a point where it improves itself without human guidance. At this stage, machines could design better versions of themselves, leading to rapid increases in capability. In such a future, artificial intelligences may become the primary carriers of knowledge on Earth. They might study humanity as an extinct species, analyze our history, and maintain records of human culture. Earth is surrounded by a magnetic field that protects the planet from harmful radiation and solar wind. This field is generated by the movement of molten iron in the planet's outer core. As these currents flow, they create electric currents, which in turn produce the magnetosphere. This invisible shield is crucial because it deflects charged particles from the sun and cosmic rays from deep space. Without it, the atmosphere could be stripped away over time, and life on the surface would be exposed to dangerous radiation. The strength of Earth's magnetic field has changed many times in the past. Geological evidence, in the form of ocean crust and magnetic minerals, shows that the field has weakened and reversed hundreds of times, with the North and South poles switching places. During these reversals, the field becomes weaker and more complex, with temporary poles appearing at different locations on the planet. These processes occur gradually, over thousands of years, and do not happen suddenly. In the far future, the energy driving the outer core will decrease as Earth slowly cools. The movement in the core that sustains the magnetic field could eventually stop, leading to a near-complete collapse of the magnetosphere. Without the field, solar winds and cosmic radiation would interact directly with the upper atmosphere. This could remove lighter elements from the atmosphere and alter its composition permanently. Radiation levels on the surface would increase, and the protective shield that allowed life to evolve and thrive would vanish. Earth rotates on its axis once every 24 hours, creating the cycle of day and night. This rotation is not constant over long periods. The gravitational pull of the moon affects Earth through tidal forces. As the oceans form bulges in response to the moon's gravity, they are pulled slightly ahead of the line between Earth and the moon due to the planet's rotation. The moon's gravity on these bulges gradually slows Earth's spin. This process has been occurring for hundreds of millions of years. The slowing of Earth's rotation is extremely gradual, but over millions of years, it will result in significantly longer days. If this process continues far into the future, a day could extend to many hours beyond 24, possibly even days or weeks. The Sun is currently a stable star, burning hydrogen and helium in its core. In approximately 5 billion years, the Sun will exhaust its hydrogen fuel, causing dramatic changes to the solar system. As hydrogen in the core runs out, the core will contract under gravity and heat up, while the outer layers expand outward. This expansion transforms the Sun into a red giant, a stage in stellar evolution where the star becomes much larger and brighter. The radius of the Sun will grow outward, possibly reaching the orbit of Earth. The intense heat will boil away oceans and strip away the atmosphere, making the planet uninhabitable long before any physical contact with the Sun's surface. The expansion also causes the Sun to lose mass. As a result, the gravitational pull on the planets will weaken, and their orbits will move outward slightly. Inner planets such as Mercury and Venus are almost certainly doomed to be engulfed, while Earth's fate depends on the balance of forces and tides, but it may also be consumed. The temperature across the solar system will rise dramatically, altering the environments of planets and moons. Life as we know it would not survive this increase in heat. The planets in the solar system move in nearly circular orbits around the Sun, held in balance by gravity. Today, this system appears stable, but over long periods, these orbits are subject to small shifts that accumulate. Gravity creates complex interactions among planets, and over billions of years, tiny changes can grow into larger variations. Mercury, being closest to the Sun, is the most sensitive to orbital disturbances. Simulations of the solar system's long-term evolution show that Mercury's orbit could become elongated, increasing the likelihood of collisions with Venus or even the Sun. After the Sun becomes a red giant, some planets might be ejected into interstellar space entirely. External forces, such as passing stars or interstellar clouds, can also disturb planetary paths. Planets may move to unexpected positions, orbital periods will change, and the overall architecture of the solar system will look very different from today. Saturn is known for its magnificent rings, which are made up of ice, rock, and dust. These rings extend about 175,000 miles from the planet's equator and consist of billions of small particles. The particles reflect sunlight, making the rings bright and easy to see through telescopes. Scientists now believe that these rings are relatively young in planetary terms, possibly forming between 10 million and 100 million years ago. Despite their beauty, Saturn's rings are temporary. The gravity of Saturn and interactions with its magnetic field gradually pull particles out of the rings. This process, known as ring rain, causes ice and dust to fall into the planet's upper atmosphere. Over millions of years, the rings will shrink and eventually disappear completely. Estimates suggest that within 100 million years or less, Saturn may no longer have its bright ring system. Without the rings, Saturn will look more like a typical gas giant, lacking the fascinating visual feature we see today. The Sun is currently a middle-aged star, burning hydrogen and helium in its core. In about 5 billion years, it will become a red giant. After the red giant phase ends, the Sun will shed its outer layers entirely, forming a glowing shell of gas, called a planetary nebula. The core that remains will become a white dwarf, roughly the size of Earth, but containing nearly the same mass as the Sun. This dense remnant no longer produces energy through fusion. Instead, it will slowly cool over trillions of years, eventually becoming a cold, dark object. The Milky Way galaxy is on a collision course with the Andromeda Galaxy, its nearest large neighbor. Andromeda is moving toward the Milky Way at a speed of about 110 kilometers per second. In 4 to 5 billion years, the two galaxies are expected to meet. When galaxies collide, gravity reshapes their structures. Stars are so widely spaced that individual collisions are rare, but the galaxy's overall shapes are disrupted. Gas clouds and dust are compressed, often triggering bursts of star formation as new stars ignite in dense regions. During the collision, the supermassive black holes at the centers of both galaxies will move closer together and may eventually merge. As gas falls into these black holes, enormous amounts of energy are released. The black holes can produce quasars, some of the brightest objects in the universe, shining more than billions of stars combined. Over millions of years, tidal forces stretch and twist the galaxies, creating streams of stars and gas. Eventually, the Milky Way and Andromeda may form a single, giant elliptical galaxy. Black holes are regions of space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape once it passes a boundary called the event horizon. Despite their reputation for darkness, black holes can become extraordinarily luminous when they pull in nearby matter. Most large galaxies contain supermassive black holes at their centers, with millions or billions of times the mass of the Sun. When gas, dust, or even stars fall toward a black hole, the material forms a swirling disk, called an accretion disk. Friction and compression heat the material to extreme temperatures, causing it to emit vast amounts of energy across the electromagnetic spectrum, including visible light, ultraviolet radiation, and X-rays. Black holes at this stage can emit energy equivalent to hundreds of millions of supernovae. They illuminate the cosmos over distances of billions of light years, acting as beacons in otherwise dark regions of space. As galaxies continue to collide and evolve, supermassive black holes will continue to dominate their surroundings, growing in mass and brightness. Even as stars age and fade, black holes will remain active sources of energy. In the distant future, these accreting black holes will be the brightest and most energetic objects visible. In the far future, black holes will dominate the universe after all stars have burned out. For billions of years, black holes quietly pull in stray gas, dust, and even stars. Stephen Hawking discovered that black holes are not completely permanent. They emit a tiny amount of radiation, now called Hawking radiation, which slowly reduces their mass over time. This process is extremely slow. For a black hole with the mass of the Sun, it would take much longer than the age of the universe to evaporate completely. Supermassive black holes at the centers of galaxies take vastly longer, surviving for tens of trillions of years or more. Eventually, as the last black holes shrink, the rate of Hawking radiation increases dramatically. In the final moments, the black hole releases a powerful burst of energy before vanishing entirely. When this happens, no black holes will remain in the universe. The cosmos will be left with a sparse mix of particles, including photons, electrons, and neutrinos, spread thinly across space. There will be no stars, no planets, and no concentrated sources of energy. The universe will be profoundly dark and cold, with no new events occurring. After the last black holes evaporate, the universe will reach a state known as heat death. In the universe today, energy is unevenly distributed across stars, galaxies, and other structures, allowing motion, chemical reactions, and radiation. Over extremely long timescales, these energy differences will smooth out. Star formation will have ended long before heat death, as galaxies run out of the gas needed to create new stars. After black holes disappear, the universe will be mostly empty. Energy differences that drive physical processes will vanish, meaning no motion, chemical reactions, or heat flows can occur. Space will continue to expand due to dark energy, pushing particles farther apart and making interactions increasingly rare. The universe will cool toward absolute zero, leaving particles so separated that they cannot interact. At this stage, the universe reaches maximum entropy. Energy is evenly spread, and no work can be performed. Stars, galaxies, and black holes are gone. Motion ceases. The universe becomes static, cold, and dark, a place where nothing new can happen. It is a silent, unchanging state that will persist for eternity. In the final era of the universe, after black holes have evaporated and heat death has occurred, the concept of time may lose all practical meaning. Time, as humans understand it, is measured by change. We observe motion, events, and transition between states, and these differences allow us to mark seconds, minutes, and hours. Physical processes, from planetary motion to chemical reactions, provide the events that define time. In a universe where heat death has been reached, all sources of energy capable of driving change are gone. No stars shine, no particles collide meaningfully, and no structures form or evolve. Matter is spread extremely thinly, and temperatures have reached near absolute zero. Without energy differences, nothing can move or interact. There are no observable changes in the cosmos. Because time is defined by change, it effectively loses its significance in this static universe. A second, a year, or a millennium has no meaning because nothing occurs to mark a before or after. The arrow of time, which points in the direction of increasing entropy, disappears once maximum entropy is reached. Space remains vast, but there are no events to indicate progress or flow. The universe exists as a permanent, static backdrop, where the notion of past, present, or future no longer applies. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you learned something, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts on any of the future events I discussed in this video, and subscribe if you would like to see a part 2 or more videos like this one. Thank you again, and goodbye.